Hello and welcome to another online battle from Warhammer 2. So this time we're playing as the Greenskins and we're up against the Tomb Kings. The reason I always go up against the Tomb Kings with the Greenskins is actually because it's a challenge for me, because the Greenskins really have a problem with the Tomb Kings and the large constructs. And to add on top of that, we're actually playing against the Exploding Hamster, which is a tournament player and actually a fellow German YouTuber. He does content in German for anybody of my German friends who actually wanna check him out. But anyway, let's go to the army composition and see what we've got. So over here deployed I have 2 units of Goblin Wolf Riders, and in the main bulk I have 2 Forest Goblin Spider Riders. On its flank I find these guys perfect. I only use them mostly to apply poison and actually fend off any large constructs. They are the perfect fit in order to block any any infantry or large monsters from getting through and getting into my my archers. 2 units of nasty skulkers on its flank, staying behind my archers so they can defend them with that smoke screen bomb they have. 4 units of Savage Orc Archer Boys, which I think they are way underrated. I think these bad boys are one of the best pick that you could actually have instead of just goblin archers, and the reason for that is that they can actually fight on melee, and that physical 25% resistance on top with 32 melee attack, 38 weapon strength. Yes, the melee defense is low, but that's why the physical resistance over here. But if you combine that with a WAG or somebody fighting close to them like a Forest Goblin Spider Rider or any other supporting unit, they can easily just chop down. They can just defend themselves, let's just say. They're not, even if you get compromised in the back line, you can always be sure to just drop these guys in the front, just stop them from advancing and keep shooting with the rest of the Orc Archer Boys. It's not a big deal. So for my front line I got 3 units of Black Orcs, pretty much essential into every fight, and 2 normal Night Goblins, not even fanatics, because I really like the poison they apply into the front line, and this is the reason that I bring them. They have like a great synergy with the Black Orcs. And what did I forget? I think I've said it pretty much all. For my magic I got my Nobbling Goblin Night Goblin summon over here with its nuisance, and also the Vindictive Glare, which is a projectile that has really high damage against single monster entities, and you always expect single monster entities from the Tomb Kings, right? So this is the reason this guy is around. 1 Goblin Big Boss over here with pretty much nothing. I have him completely skinned from all his skills. I only have him here for the poison and to provide support for the general, which is quite a meme. I actually brought the Orc War Boss, which you never ever see lately, not lately, since ever in the ladder. And fortunately he's got on his boar he's got armor piercing. He's got also the Potion of Strength, which really skyrockets that weapon strength over here. I brought the Opal Amulet because he's quite squishy and he needs all the defensive tools that he can get, and the WAG of course. But yeah, let's see how this one is gonna go. For my opponent, he's got some Carrion as you saw in the back. Over here he's got 2 Nehekara Horsemen. I'm gonna try to skirmish a little bit over here. He's got Cetra, the Imperishable, on a Cambrian War Sphinx, quite a formidable foe this one. And from spells he's got the Blessed Blade of Petra, the Wrath of Petra, the Usef Incantation of Desiccation, which is an AoE debuff from melee attack and melee defense, quite nasty this one. The Physical Resistance, the Jab's Incantation for extra damage, and the Unyielding Will and some other passive skills that he has. So for his front line he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of Nehekara warriors, being backed up by 4 Ushabti with 4 Ushabti, what the hell am I saying, and just 1 Necrotect in order to heal everything up, because yeah, that's a lot of constructs. And yeah, this is gonna be it. Let's go head over to the battle and let's see. So over here he overextends a little bit. He didn't have any visual on the Night Goblins that they were actually here. I'm gonna move my spiders in to intercept him, but he is gonna be quick to just leave from over here. Quite a responsible choice from him over there. I'm gonna pull my spiders back. I'm gonna wait over here. I leave my wolves still hidden. He hasn't seen them, unless he did with a carrion, because in the beginning they walked right past him, and I don't know if he actually noticed or not. So he's gonna come in the front with the Ushabti, and I'm gonna get the charge with the Night Goblins. I'm not gonna hit the wag just yet. I will hit it when I get my Black Orcs into the fight, which is right about now, because I usually always forget about the wag. Over here these Black Orcs are just getting stomped a little bit, but as you can see, look at the damage they're already putting in this Ushabti with the backup of the Savage Orc carriers back here. Cedar on this side is trying to do his own things. He's just gonna be stomping any infantry that he can get his hands into. Over here I'm just keeping a little bit in the back my Orc Warboss, but now since we got a clean hit on Cedar over here, we're gonna go in. I get a Vindictive Glare from my Salmon over here. The right flank is going rather well. Nasty Skulk is over here. Smokescreen Bomb, being backed up by Forest Goblin Riders. They're trying to get desperately back into the Savage Orc boys, but I'm just gonna pull them back and just keep shooting Cedra. Back here he retreated with his Nehekara horsemen, and he totally probably forgot about them to move them, so I'm just gonna get the jump on them with my 2 Goblin Wolf Riders, which are honestly gonna chop that guy down. And here on this flank it's going still well. Like I'm getting some smoke screen bombs over here so I can stop these Ushabti from going forward. The Black Orcs are holding well. Spiders are wavering, but it's okay, they're always gonna be coming back. It's just the got frightened by the Ushabti real quick. But as you can see, the Ushabti's health is quite low across the board. All 4 of them have been inflicted with some damage. Unfortunately, I was aiming way too much on the Ushabti. I should have targeted Cedra a little bit more, because as you can see, his health is not as quite low as I would hope. I get the Night Goblin Summon wrapped up into a fight here, which honestly he shouldn't be in here, so I'm just gonna pull him off in a little bit. I'm extra careful with my Goon Squad, the Orc Warboss and the Goblin Warboss, to stay away from Cedra. We only go in, hit him 1 or twice, and then just get the hell out. On this flank the Nehekara horsemen are melting. Over back here I told you that I'm gonna get the jump actually from 2 sides. I took one from the back and the other one I took it from the front and attacked him. Although I should have just left one over here and just sent the other guy to help out in the fight over here, because the front line has crumbled. He managed to win against the Black Orcs. Pretty much every Black Orc is destroyed. I think, yeah, we got some over here still, but yeah, it's not that great. And someone over here, but with Cedra on this side, it's not gonna be so difficult to bring them down. Anyway, the balance of power is a little bit in my favor, but I wouldn't be so sure about that. Some nasty skulkers over here which wavered are gonna be coming back to fight the Nehekara warriors. I'm still trying to get some shots into Cedra with the Death Creepers and the Mangy Marauders, which I most likely forgot to mention in the beginning, but yeah, you get the idea. I get these guys. So I have my I had my Orc Warboss and the other guy, the Goblin Big Boss, to come after Cedra, but then I realized that my backline is getting compromised with the Ushabti, so I'm just gonna hop on them. I'm gonna send the Forest Goblin Spider Riders to apply the poison and just keep them pinned, and I'm gonna start opening fire just to clean these ones over here. Back here the Black Orcs are doing an excellent job holding back the Ushabti and the Nehekara warriors over here. Some Wolf Riders have retreated, but they're gonna be coming back. Over here just a misclick. I was trying to get Itzy Nonsense. I dropped it in the wrong place. At least it still managed to get Cedra. And yeah, over here as you can see we're cleaning up the Ushabti. And what about on this flank? We're just having a skirmisher. We're just trying to pick up the Ushabti mostly. And I just sent some Wolf Riders to just keep them pinned down so I can open fire. Back here it's mostly a heavy micromanagement play from my part, just trying to get troops back. Whenever I play I do this, like I give orders and I'm like, I always do that. I'm just rotating and just taking around troops everywhere. You always want to be doing that with the Beastmen and the Greenskins, and actually Bretonia, and in general any faction that has a really low leadership. You wanna be taking all the freaking time. So back here Cedra is taking some damage, and rightfully he's gonna go after this pocket over here, which I was actually winning, but now with Cedra over here it's not gonna go well so far for my part, because he's just gonna trample through all of my Black Orcs and he's gonna terror out the Wolf Riders. I'm gonna try to get a hit with Orc Warboss over here, but as soon as I see that the Black Orcs are getting melted, I'm just gonna try to pull back into anytime soon. The Savage Orc Archer boys are just gonna, if they get attacked by the Ushabti, you will notice that they will actually put a dent on them. They will be able to fight back, and I'm always and that's why I brought 4 of them, so I can keep shooting with the with some of the guys in the back. Some Black Orcs over here have come back. I keep shooting in here. Some Wolf Riders and the Mage Marauders are gonna be rolling in anytime soon, because they just ran out of ammunition. Now the bad thing is with this battle, I had my archers on guard mode, and every time my opponent was getting out of reach, they would stop firing, and I think I should be careful next time, just to see that the guard mode is actually quite excellent when you're not when you're fighting into with the front line, and you don't want your troops to just march through the front lines. But if the battle overextends and you go crazy like left and right, I should always just get them out of guard mode, which I'm gonna realize later. Alright, Balance of Power still in my favor, but that's well, it's a little bit not that accurate. I get another Vindictive Glare with the Cetra on Cetra over here with the Night Goblin boss, and I think I'm really low on Winds of Magic at the moment. I think I will be getting like one more tops Vindictive Glare. He gets a nasty summon of Ushabti over here, which is gonna turn the Balance of Power back into the middle, and actually against my favor. Fortunately, I managed to get a wag right into the middle of the fight. Not so fortunately, because nobody is fighting at the moment against these Savage Orc Archer boys, but at least we get the Forest Goblin Spider Riders here with some poison, and this is when I just managed to get the these Savage Orc Archer boys in the back. Over here he gets a wrap on me as well. I bring the Orc Warboss over here just to get a few kills, so I can be shooting with them in their backs, and I'm soon gonna get him out. I see that he's going after my Night Goblin summon, and he's overextending, so I'm just gonna go in with a Orc Warboss. He's gonna be dropping the Nero's Incantation of Protection, which is quite a lot of protection, 44%, so that's gonna be quite hard for me to do some real damage to him. I'm gonna try to get the wolves as well, so he won't be escaping, so I can get as much damage on him as I can. Unfortunately, we don't manage to get some decisive hits, and back here, you see what I mean, these Savage Orc Archer boys should be closer, but with the guard mode on, they always just keep losing their target, so they just fail pretty much every time. And yeah, this is how it's going at the moment. The Orc Warboss along with the Goblin Big Boss are holding the line over here, and I think this is the last Vindictive Glare that I get. I managed to get Caesar down to 1400 HP. He gets a nice wrap on my Savage Orc Archer boys over here, but this is the good thing with Savage Orc Archer boys and the Greenskins in general. Whenever they're beaten, they will just run back over to here, and they will always get back into a fight. So I managed to get a new small pocket over here from retreating units. I'm gonna be sending them over just to keep these guys pinned down for a little bit. Cetra is really low. He's gonna try to go after the Night Goblin summon, but honestly he is not that effective at the moment, because he used all of his magic wins. I get 0 at the moment, if I remember correctly. He's gonna be trying to snipe out the Goblin Big Boss, which is quite a nice choice, and I'm gonna be hot on pursuit with the Orc Warboss over here with the Opal Amulet in effect, with plus 22 resistance, 22%. So this is it. This is what remains. The Balance of Power is against my favor. It looks grim, but I know that all I have to do is just freaking get Cetra out. And I think this is the moment, in just a little bit of a few, that I will realize that my archers are on guard mode. So these ones over here are just sitting at the moment. They're not trying to get some shots into Cetra. These guys will do that. Will do the same. And I finally managed to get a third wag, because the battle has been going for so long. I'm just trying to get in there, just kill as many as I can with my Orc Warboss. And I'm gonna be soon dropping a smoke screen bomb over here, because some nasty Skulkers have arrived. Yes, there it is. I'm gonna drop the smoke screen bomb. Unfortunately, it's not gonna get Cetra, but I didn't want that actually. I just wanted these guys slowed down. So if Cetra tries to go after my archers, he's gonna have to I'm gonna have the Orc Warboss to come back. Fortunately for me, this archer boy didn't cross the white line, so he was able to come back and started to get some shots. And this is when I realized, like a few seconds ago, that my guys are on guard mode, so they're not following Cetra and getting some shots in. So I'm just I put them out of guard mode, and this is when I just start shooting with everything I've got. Things are not looking so well, but finally were not looking so well, not are looking. So Cetra finally manages to we managed to get him down after all this hard trouble, and the only thing that remains is just these Nehekara warriors with the Necrotect over here, which the Orc Warboss is gonna beat the set out of him. And I'm just gonna fast forward over here, which is yeah, just me beating down this guy, and then the rest of the guys just melting. So a really fun battle. Good job to my opponent, the Exploding Hamster, who, as I said, is another tournament YouTuber and also a tournament player. And yeah, this is how we did it. Now, I don't know if the Orc Warboss is the optimal choice to go, but I really liked him. But I think overall Wurzak is the way to go. Because of that bonewood stuff, the effigy of the Git, I think it's just way too good. And the Knight Goblin Shaman did quite excellent with that Vindictive Glare. Goblin Big Boss, always an excellent choice. Just with poison over here to protect the Orc Warboss. The Night Goblins didn't get their worth, but they were only there just to do their job, which is that just take the initial charge. The Nasty Skulkers over here, 31 and 63 kills. They applied their smokescreen bombs. Excellent performance from these guys. I'm not counting on the kills for these guys to know that they did well. I'm counting on how many smokescreen bombs they got out. And Black Orcs, not so well, but they were up against a lot of Ushabti, and actually Cetra on his freaking Temerian War Sphinx just rolling through the whole front line. The Savage Orc boys did quite well. They do not show the kills, but because this is not a high kill count, because they were actually killing Ushabtis, and yeah, this is valuable kills we're talking over here. The Goblin Wolf Riders just harassing the back line, always a nice choice. Goblin Spider Riders just applying the poison and stopping any guy from advancing. And the Magi Marauders along with the Forest Goblin Spider Riders, also a great niece. And for my opponent over here, quite a competitive build. He really obviously knows what he's doing. I guess if it wasn't for my setup over here, I would have definitely lost. But yeah, it went really well. So I really hope you enjoyed this battle, guys. It was highly competitive, and yeah, I'm gonna be seeing you next time.